Good morning and welcome to Laster Farm. I'm Tina Laster and it's 75 degrees here in West Tennessee. And it is a beautiful Saturday afternoon. The wind is blowing, but it's still a beautiful, beautiful day out here. And some of my flowers are blooming. Just a few of my irises. They are so pretty and purple. And look at these. These are so sweet. And over here, my irises that I put in last year did not bloom this year. And of course, we know that they're not going to bloom after just setting them out. But next year, this whole area will be full of lilies and irises blooming. And the lilies will be blooming later on in the season, and they are so pretty. And then over here, made the fire pit back in this area, and let me just take you and show you what I've gotten done. We have gotten all of this. I've gotten it cleaned up around my greenhouse on the outside. I moved the bench over by the chicken coop. I'll show that to you. And cleaned up all the brick that was beside the greenhouse over here. And Steve and I braced off the red tool shed because it is starting to move a little bit. Steve had it square, but we have a lot of wind, and so it was starting to rack a little bit and move. So we have got our siding bought, and we unloaded, well, Steve unloaded the trailer, and siding is stacked up over there. We had to hurry and use the trailer because he has telephone poles that are my son's that he got from a job that he was doing, and there were some 6x6s. So I'm kind of interested in the 6x6 to kind of make me a pergola, or could use them over here on our outside kitchen area. I'm not sure. But our garden is coming along. Our potatoes are coming up. They're starting to peek out through the sawdust, and they're starting to look good. Our onions are growing. Let's get in here and weed just a little. I mean, there's a few little pieces of grass starting to, shoot up through there, but they're still looking great. Our cabbage, let's check on those. They're growing a little bit. There's a big one over there. I think they're coming out pretty good. They're not heading up quite yet, but they will be real soon. Okay, I had two trees, one right here and one over here. Went ahead and moved those, moved them on that side. I'll show those to you. The reason I went ahead and moved those is because I really want to extend these garden beds over here. I had thought about running one long garden bed all the way down, and I still may do that for my tomato plants. I'm not sure yet, but I do know I want to extend these. Now I was going to extend them on the other side, but it's not going to work out because I want to put a porch on the tool shed, and if you're coming in with a tractor, it just wasn't going to work out. So I think on this side we can go out another 8 foot in this space, and maybe to right here, and one here, one there. Like I said, we've got to move that one. We're going to do the outside kitchen. We've got to move that one again over here. But I think it's going to be good once I get it together. And look at our apple tree. Did you see our apple tree? We had moved it from over here in the side yard. And it is just beautiful. It is full of blooms. Moving it did not hurt it one bit. Look how beautiful these blooms are. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And so the whole tree is just full of them. So that is going to be full of apples. And it's coming along slowly but surely. I cannot wait to get out here and plant all of my tomato plants. I've got like 50 something of them. And over here is where I moved one of the apple trees. Okay, I moved the apple tree right here. It's in line with our big pear tree. But the reason I moved it here is because I'm gonna move this cherry bush. It's not where I want it, and I thought if I put the tree here, it'll look great beside this one. And the blueberry bush, I'm not sure about it yet, if I'm gonna move it or not, but I know I'm gonna move that cherry bush. So if we get another cool day or a rainy day, cool day, I'm gonna move that. Right now it's too hot since we're 75 today. And then this chocolate mint I planted here last year. I'm gonna make garden beds that come out here and go down the side, just like we made over there, those garden beds. So I really want to put my sage and all my herbs down this side of the greenhouse right here. They get plenty of sunlight, and I think that's going to be a great place to put my herbs. This is going to be like my little kitchen garden, my little herb garden here, so I think that's going to turn out to be a better place for it. And over here on this side, I'm going to move the chocolate mint, and I want to come out and do a bed here too. I want to come all the way down over to the rose trellis, or do the exact same thing here and go down there. I'm going to redo the bed that we have here. And I still have not cut this honeysuckle vine out, or those two trees that have come up through that bed. And I've got to get in here and cut those out. And I have not moved my irises out of this bed. I have a few irises that are along the back and that are sticking up randomly all through the bed that I want to move out, because these lilies have just taken over. And I wouldn't mind coming out another foot on this bed, and that way those lilies will have more room to grow. I really need to thin them out and, you know, move some. And over here, I'm not sure what I'm going to put over here yet. I could extend this bed all the way down to the corner, and I may end up doing that. And then our trees that we've moved have really come out. The peaches and the apples and the pears, all of these are doing great. And then I moved a little bird bath here in the middle, and I think that's going to work out just perfect there. And over here by the chicken coop is where I ended up putting our little bench. So that is going to be a great place to sit. And yes, they have been fed today, but it's after lunch and they're looking for a little snack. We usually feed them a couple of times a day just to make sure that they're getting what they need. Step in here and see what's going on. Well, no eggs. No eggs from our ducks either. And as you can see, our little hen is still sitting on her nest. And yes, we do need to get in here, and we do need to clean out some. Let's get some more feed. snack. I have a two different types of chicken pellets that I'm giving them, lane pellets, and then I'm giving them some crushed corn. If I don't throw some in there, I'm afraid they're all going to jump out. So let's just throw a little. Maybe they'll go back. So I can put some in there. Our hen, our Muscovy hen, ended up with 13 eggs, and so she is doing well, sitting on them. She'll get off to eat, drink her water, and so let me pull our water hose over and let's water the chickens. I just got through watering our Muscovy and feeding her, and then our chickens water is a little dirty, so let's get that taken care of. No hummingbirds yet, but our feeders, they're still looking good. Got them watered, and they seem to be enjoying their afternoon snack. I hope that our muscovies start laying really soon. I just can't wait to see new baby ducks around the farm. But everything is coming together. Got our bench moved in, like I said. Got our trees planted. Got our bird bath in. Our trees are starting to bloom out. Our beautiful hummingbird tree. I'm going to get some type of hummingbird vine, or get a red honeysuckle vine to go up through here, or trumpet vine or something. Oh, let me show you this. This is where I moved the other tree. This is our other apple tree. So I'm going to eventually get all this landscaped over here and get that set up. Our roses are starting to grow a little bit, and our trellis, I'm still loving the trellis. I haven't made the pathway down here yet. I haven't finished underpinning, and got to do that. But I'm trying to concentrate on our garden beds, or getting prepared for that. Steve has had to go over and help one of our sons build a lean-to. Jacob, on his, he's got a little metal outbuilding, and he needed a lean-to for his lawnmower. And so Steve has been tied up with that one day this week. And this whole week, it seems like we haven't been able to get out here and do much. I've been babysitting. Also, we've had, still doing the homeschool and going back to tutorial a couple of days a week. And then we have Easter, and then, rental property to keep up with. And also, my husband and I are on a team at church, and we do the scheduling for that. So this week has just really been a busy week for us, when I thought it was going to be more of a laid-back week, since it was Easter weekend. But it has just really been a tough week for me. There's days when I just thought that I would just, if I couldn't get out here to my garden and just couldn't take a break by being out here and being one-on-one with nature, one-on-one with God, talking to him, that I thought that I was just gonna have a breakdown crying spell. It's just, there's days and there's weeks like that when you just need a break. There's weeks when you just need a day off, that you just need to reboot and just relax and do nothing. And I guess I'll say, can't say that I didn't do nothing this week, because I was very busy, but I didn't do anything that I really wanted to do this week. But I did get some enjoyment this week. Took the babies to the park, my grandbabies, and we got to enjoy that for a little bit. And then, we got to make pancakes, bunny pancakes, that I make every year for my older kids. I made those this week for them and my grandkids. So and they love those. So that's one thing I got to do. You know, that was a little bit of enjoyment for me. But as far as getting out here in my garden like I really wanted to, I guess I'm rushing this month, March and April. I guess I'm rushing them because I really want to get my garden set up, get it planted, and get it growing, because I just can't wait to get those things in the ground. But, you know, that's just how life is. It just consumes us some days. I don't know what I would be doing if I don't know how I'd get anything done as far as laundry or house cleaning, because it seems like I'm wrestling to get that done now. Even with the kids doing some chores, even with them doing the dishes, I feel like that I'm always behind on doing laundry, on doing anything, you know, because I'm so wore out at the end of the day from everything else. But I just wish that I could just have a little bit of time just to be out here and just to enjoy this a little bit more. I figure I will after this year is over, because next year maybe it won't be as hard, because this year we're having to make all of our garden beds. We're having to really basically recreate and fix this area from scratch. But I'm seeing it cleaned up, and I'm seeing, you know, I'm ahead really, because usually I don't get out here until April and beyond. When it's winter time, the only thing that I used to do is come out here and feed our animals and then water them and go back in. On the cold days, oh, you wouldn't catch me out here. But this year I made myself get out here and do things. But we've had a lot of warm weather this year in the winter time. So I'm thankful that the Lord, I feel like he did those days for me. He gave me those days because he knew that I didn't like the cold, you know. And I know that he listens to us. I know that he does. But I feel like that he blessed me on those days and let me get out here on those warm days. And like today, 75 degrees out here. And my trellis, I still haven't painted it black, but I'm not painting it like it is. I like that. And our gate, I like the gate, but I know that we need to get out here and we need to finish putting up the fence. But I'm gonna need Steve on that, because it takes two to dig the post holes. And I could get out here and do it on the tractor myself, but you know, I had rather wait on Steve and us do it together, and we can get it done. And I still have to take that down up there and move it back, and my post over here. There's a lot of things that I could be out here doing myself. And the girls are enjoying their day over at my daughter-in-law Rainey's. And yesterday all three of our kids went skating with some other friends from school and from church. So they got to get out and they got to spend a good afternoon together. And then last night we met at church and we had our Good Friday church service, and all of our churches, sister churches, came together, and we were all under one roof praising and worshiping God for the Easter season. And it was just a wonderful service last night. And then tomorrow we'll be having 3 services, an 8 o'clock, a 9:45, and 11:30 services. And we're expecting, you know, quite a few in service. I think we have gotten like 1,600 seats, over 1,600 seats set out for tomorrow, so for each service. So we are expecting, you know, come expected, and we are just looking forward to that. And then we're gonna spend time at my daughter-in-law's and my son's house for lunch. This is the first year that I really haven't cooked for Easter. So I'm sitting back this year and let my daughter-in-law cook. She's cooking a ham, and I'm gonna bring dessert. I'm gonna make 2 chocolate pies, and then I'm gonna make just some scalloped cheesy potatoes, and the younger ones are gonna do the cooking this year. So that's gonna be good. I'll get a day of rest with that. So it's gonna be great to spend time with the grandbabies, and they'll have a big Easter egg hunt and have prizes and all that. But it's just gonna be a good time to get together with some of our kids. Not all of them. Jake and his wife have got other plans with family on Alex's side, and so I hate not having a big Easter dinner here with all my kids, you know. So next year I'm gonna have to step it up and just have my traditional Easter dinner over here, because I usually go all out and fix a ham, and I fix a turkey and dressing and the deviled eggs, and you know, 4 or 5 different vegetables and all that, and then several different pies and cakes and all that. But this year, since we have got several things going on at church that we're going to be serving tomorrow for 2 services, that it's kind of good to let my daughter-in-law take the reins this year. So, and I was thankful that she invited us over, and so that just takes a little bit off of me this year. It just seems like this week it's just gotten the best of me. But anyway, no baby donkey, and we probably won't be having one, because the more I look at her, I'm just flip-flopping back and forth when it comes to her. I can't decide if she's pregnant or not. I hope she surprises me and kicks one out. But anyway, well, our mulch still here. We still haven't moved our mulch out of the pasture. But I just thought I would bring you outside with me today and let you see the cleanup that we've gotten done over here. I didn't have a lot of time out here this week, but I did. Like I said, I got that cleaned up, and I'm glad that is done. But I can see that bed wrapped around with my herbs in it. I can see that growing, and I know that'll be beautiful. And then I want to move my little concrete table over here in between the tool shed and the greenhouse. Kind of, I don't know, probably in this area, maybe right here. And then I do have one bench that's up there that goes to it. One got broke when we moved this, so I can put that one bench with it. But I do have a bench, another one around front, that matches this exactly, and so I can get that, because I checked on the price of them. They have them at Lowe's, but they're $81 a bench, and we never sit on that one up front, so it's just kind of hiding my hosta anyway. I need to go ahead and move it around here, and so that's probably what I'm going to do, just move it around here to go with that. And I would like to repaint that. It was painted when we bought it, and I wish that it was just the concrete color, but I'm thinking about painting it black. Just going ahead and just painting the whole thing black, and I think it would look better. And my other bird bath over there, I got that one from my mother-in-law at her house. And well, I say I did. Liz is the one that wanted it, because I mean, I already had one, and it's up there by the porch, on the other side of the steps. But she decided she wanted it, and so we went ahead and got it for her, and that's where we put it. And so she'll you know, think of her grandmother when she sees that, because I know I do when I see it. But we are getting it together little by little. I don't know what else we're doing this week. I think Steve is going to put some siding on, and I want to work on some garden beds, but we'll just have to see what we can get done. Thank you so much for joining us here today at Laster Farm. Please continue to share our channel, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, we would love it if you would subscribe and follow along with us. We're still trying to build our channel. We're just 9 subscribers away from 100, and when we get to 100, I am going to put all the names that have subscribed into a pot, and we're going to draw out a name for a gift. I've got a great gift coming up, and I can't wait to share it with you. So if you'll just help us get that channel, go to my Facebook page, Tina Laster, and just put in the comments, I have subscribed, or just put subscribed to my channel, and I'll put your name in a drawing, and then I will contact the winner and let you know where and when you can get your prize. And I will be showing the prize also on this channel and on my Facebook page. So if you would like to enter, please go to my Facebook page, or you can leave it in the comments under my channel here on YouTube. So anyway, God bless you. Until next time, bye.